I'm back. Let's see if this keeps happening, then I'm gonna change it to a shield stream. Might be playing some PC games with keyboard. If it keeps happening, you know. Okay, yeah, it keeps happening though. Let's see. Oh, I just noticed the background from the original DK game. From the first level of the Donkey Kong arcade game. Okay, yes, it's still happening though. Swear, man, PCs that was be having some issue with everything. Let me check something. Welcome back, RT. Cannot believe that this is happening right now. Oh, I missed a banana. Okay. Yeah, it keeps happening though. I think I have like a network adapter in my computer that lets me use the Wi-Fi. It's like a PC thing. Um, and I just noticed that one of them broke without me noticing it, because I was moving my PC yesterday after finished streaming, and that might be causing the problem. Hopefully that's the issue, and it's not because of some virus or something. So I don't think it would be a virus. 'Cause I don't think a virus would do something like this. So yeah. I might actually change this to a shield stream. You know what? I'm gonna do this right now. Yeah, like it happens out of nowhere. I think it's because I missed it. Because I broke a network adapter or something, and I just noticed that before starting the stream a couple minutes ago. So yeah. I'm gonna change the title of the stream. Hey Sonic Suki. This is gonna be a chill stream right now. My controller, or actually, my controller keeps getting random delays, and I think it's because I broke a network adapter on my PC when I was moving it back to where it was just yesterday. So yeah. I'm gonna try a PS4 controller for right now. Just I'm gonna get one right now. For real? That's very cool though. Like let me check. You know what? I never had down like a reaction or something, but let me check that out. Small, huh? Alright, it said okay. Game community. Okay. Hopefully Sega doesn't mind that I'm doing this. There's no trailer, right? No, there's no trailer. Never mind. Wow. I think the iPod 3. I mean the iPod Touch 3 is bigger than the Sega Game Gear Mini from what I'm seeing on the screenshots. Maybe it might be the same size because my iPod Touch because I can grab my iPod Touch. I mean the size of my iPod Touch 3 is similar to what I'm seeing on the screenshot, if I'm not incorrect. Oh, they say Coca-Cola Game Gear, huh? I mean, a Sega Game Gear with the Coca-Cola promotion thing. Okay, I'm gonna watch this. I think this stream's gonna go private after being published.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Steve here with a quick news update. You might remember that we talked about a big announcement coming from Sega, one that was teased by a Japanese tech journalist as being in the next issue of Famitsu, and they claimed that it would be something that would shake up the games industry. Well, now, courtesy of Famitsu's official Twitter and translated by Robert Sefazan, we have the announcement. Here it goes. The Game Gear Micro has been revealed for the 60th anniversary of Sega. This handheld game console has a color LCD screen and has been in the hands of fans for over 30 years. Sefson followed this information up with another tweet stating the Game Boy Micro will launch in 4 colors Tuesday, October
I don't know why
6th,
micro.
2020 for 4,980 yen, or about $46. It is unclear if this will be a simultaneous global release. So, yeah, this big announcement turned out to be a very tiny Game Gear.
You know, I'm interested in getting that Game Gear Micro. Like, I never owned a Sega Game Gear in my life, so it will be interesting to try out Sega Game Gear Micro. And I already know that I could get a Game Gear on eBay, but I'm interested in getting the Micro more. Hopefully, from what I'm seeing, I'm guessing that the Sega Game Gear Micro is gonna be it's not gonna have batteries like the original one. I think it's gonna be. I think it's I think you might play this for as long as you want to, and it's not gonna take. It's not gonna be it's not gonna be limited to 2 hours of the battery. I mean, because of the battery though. So yeah. Like, hopefully it's not that small though. Because at least with the iPod Touch 3 you can see very clearly the screen. But with that, I have a feeling that's gonna be an issue for everyone, since the screen's gonna be very small. So let's see, let's see what will happen when it gets released. Um, oh dang, that's gonna be released in October 6th, huh?
If you don't know what the Game Gear is, it was a competitor to the Game Boy in the 90s. It kind of floundered and eventually failed, but it was one of the first handhelds to have a fully colored backlit screen, took a ton of AA's, and was a hulking behemoth of a console. Now it seems to be a little bit smaller than the palm of your hand, and all we know is that it is coming soon. So how soon? I don't know. Does it actually play games? It looks really small. I mean, that is a big hand in the image and a tiny, tiny Game Gear.
I think it will still be fun to play it, even if the screen is small, because I know that people used to have something like this with the Tamagotchi, and I think Digimon too. Like, I've seen those before. I've seen people having those before, and back in the 2000s. So I don't think that will be a big problem for me, but maybe for other people it will be, which I understand then, because the Game Gear Micro is it's like it's like almost the size of the iPod Touch 3, except that the screen is very small. I mean, it's smaller. So maybe Sega should have thought a little bit more, and made made like something like the Switch Lite. I mean, like the Switch Lite, except that the Game Gear doesn't have batteries that will deplete for 2 hours. I wonder if this one will have batteries too, but hopefully not. Maybe the reason why they made a micro Game Gear instead of uh, a new rebranded Game Gear is because if they make it big, they have to add batteries or something. I don't know. That's my theory. That's my theory. So yeah.
So if this is like a realistic representation of the Game Gear, this thing looks almost unplayably small. That said, I'm a huge Sega fan, and the Game Gear was something I passed on, so I am interested to at least check it out. Hopefully it has some kind of TV out, because that looks really hard to see. Let me know what you think.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that. Hopefully there's a TV. Hopefully like they have to add something like that so that they will make an excuse for making a Sega Game Gear Micro. So Sega review more information about the Game Gear Micro. Like you can send me a link to that, Sonizuki, if you can, because I'll check into that.
I'm pretty sure I'm safe in saying that this isn't exactly a game industry
Oh
shake-up kind of
wow.
announcement. Some people speculated that the Xbox Series X would be released under the Sega brand name in Japan. Obviously, this is a very, very far cry from that. It just seems like more of your standard mini console stuff. Personally, if we're talking about Sega mini consoles, I would have rather gotten a Dreamcast mini, or at least a Saturn mini. Those are the consoles that I really love from Sega, and I think it's kind of what most people are.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that. Like I feel that Sega made a Game Gear Micro because they had enough money from the Sonic movie, which is good though. But a Sega Saturn Micro and Dreamcast Micro could have been a better choice in my opinion. Because I would love to get a Sega Saturn and Dreamcast Micro. Well, more Dreamcast Micro, or maybe both actually, because it doesn't look. Because I've been interested in getting a Sega Dreamcast when I get my own money, and a Saturn too. With a couple of good, with a couple of popular titles and maybe underrated titles too that people don't know that much because not everybody played it. All right. Yeah, my bad on that, Red. Like my Xbox One controller is getting random delays. Um, I'm just checking the Sega Game Gear Micro video by GameXplain. And maybe after this, I'm gonna check if I'm gonna get delays with the PS4 controller too. If I don't get delayed for PS4 controller, then I might have to start over the stream and continue the Let's Play with a PS4 controller. So yeah, I would do it with a USB, but but it's an Android cable. Like it's not like I don't have an Android cable that can reach far from where I'm at on the computer. Yeah, I think I broke. I broke a network adapter, which is what makes me have internet access without being slow. Like I had two of them, and one of them broke while I was moving the PC back to under the desktop, to my desktop, to my table. I meant to say. So I didn't notice that I broke a. I wasn't careful enough with those stuff. So yeah, I learned my lesson. You don't, RT? What do you think that Sega might be releasing then? I can see I can see that Sega wasn't trying to hype it up, and but the journalists did like that's what they usually do. They hype up everything. In my not gonna lie, they doing journalists do intend to hype everything up, most of them.
Nostalgic for now that we have the
So yeah.
Genesis Mini. So let me know, will you be picking this up? I'm mixed, maybe I will, depends on the price, depends on what we find out. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to Game Explained for much more, and potentially even more on this mini Game Gear or Game Gear Micro, and all other things gaming as well. Ring that notification bell to be the first to know every time a new video goes up, and I'll see you next time.
Okay. Let me try with a PS4 controller. Like I have my original PS4 controller from the original PS4 console. When I first got my first PS4 console. Let me check if this will get delays too. If it will detect the controller. Sometimes these controllers do intend to not be detected on Windows computers. Okay, there we go. Okay. Let me try Sonic Adventure DX. I might have to remap the controller, so yeah. Is the battery dead or something? Maybe it's because it's connected to the. No, I don't think that's the case. Alright, I forgot about Switch. I forgot about the Switch controllers. I can use the Joy Cons for this. But yeah, maybe like RT said that Sega isn't releasing just the Sega Genesis, not Genesis, the just that. Um, let's see. Like I think Sega made that just because they wanted to. They wanted to. maybe it's better to get a GameCube adapter. I've been thinking about GameCube adapter, but I still haven't gotten one. Like I think they cost $20 if I'm not wrong. Hopefully they cost $20. Yeah, they had to. I didn't know that it was Sega 60th anniversary. Yeah, like I almost fell out. I almost fell. Um, but I feel like the Sega Genesis Mini, not Genesis Mini, the Game Gear Micro, it's still gonna be fun to play because even if it's small, you can still see the screen and you might forget. I mean, you might get distracted by the game while playing it. I know that people with big hands won't be able to play it that much. I mean, yeah, because the Sega Micro might be way too small for them. Because I have friends that like I have a friend that can use that cannot use some stuff or that when he tries to use some stuff that's very that's small for him like a mouse like it's not it doesn't get comfortable with it because his hands I mean because the mouse is not like it's small to I think you know okay this is not working at all. Yeah, it must be that network adapter that I broke. I should have been careful though. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. I feel that people might be having too much expectations for for Sega Game Gear Micro. So that's gonna be a bad time when it releases for them. Let me try doing something. Hopefully that this doesn't break the Bluetooth feed. Hey Stream Rec 2000. I'ma try. You know what? Let me try on Mario Kart Wii. Mario Kart Wii. Yeah. Like now that they got the money to do those stuff, then they might be doing that. I'm doing well, Extreme Wreck. I'm just checking something in my computer that I'm having some issues with my input controller having delays. So yeah, my controller died. I mean, okay, let's see. Right, it's detecting the wrong inputs. I mean, I might, you know. I don't know. I know that people are gonna try the Sega Micro when it releases. Yeah, I got some delays right now. Welcome back, Sonizuki. I'm testing out the controller again. Hopefully the game is not loud. So far I'm not having input delays. But let's see if since I mentioned that there might be input delays. I haven't played the battle arena in this game for a long time. Okay, and I'm having input delays. See, I might have to buy a new network adapter. Cause I know for sure that has to do with that, and not something else. Because if it is something else, then that's gonna be very frustrating. I'm not even pressing any buttons right now. That did something. Yeah, I was using Bluetooth before this. RT. It's moving. Like I wasn't even pressing any buttons because the controller disconnected. Hopefully updating the USB thing didn't do anything. Because that would be ridiculous. That would be funny though. Not gonna lie. Okay. Is there any updates here other than the Windows version that I'm not gonna update because it slows down my computer? Okay, there's some updates here, but I'm not gonna bother with that. And it connected by itself. I hope nothing bad on the PC, bro. What I mean by the PC, I mean the PC itself, not just the network adapter thing. What do you mean by that, Extreme? Do you mean by this? Because that's all. You just press the drift button and A at the same time when you stop moving. Yeah, yeah, like Red say. All right, I'll see you later, Sonizuki. Y'all can talk whatever you want to, you know. I'm just checking um if my controller's gonna start having delay again, just in case. Damn it. Wait, what? Did you read this reader, bro, Kartik? I would have to. I mean, if you wanna race against me, you know, I'll have to install the WinFi on banner just so that I could play online again. But yeah, I would love to race against you, I think, in this game. And hopefully there's no delay in the way, you know. But yeah, I mean but you can still play. Well, that's if you want to. Dang. Okay, now can I move to the left and right? That's crazy, actually, you know. That you read this reader just randomly stopped working. Like I have a Wii. Like I still have a Wii when that this reader doesn't work because I broke it. I broke it by playing the Simpsons hit and run on the last mission. Like I remember kicking it to the left and it fell off and the disc stopped reading. But yeah, I think you can get a replacement. I don't know how much. I don't know how much a replacement for your for a disc reader for the Wii cost. But yeah, I mean you can. I don't know if you want to, but you can still mod the Wii mode on your Wii U and still race against me. I don't know. I don't know if WinFi will work the same as on the actual Wii console, but it's worth the try, you know. Like I have a bad feeling that no. Let me try changing the 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 network adapters. Hold on, I'm gonna change the network adapters real quick.